In today's tutorial, you'll learn how to make this pretty bridal hair vine. I'll give you step-by-step instructions that you can easily follow at home. I've listed all the materials needed to make this headpiece on the screen. Feel free to use different beads if you don't have the exact same ones I have. I used this pretty 24-gauge metallic pink wire for the first time with this headpiece. I think it worked really well with this design. However, you can use silver or gold wire instead. Also, if you want, you can swap this wire for a thinner 26-gauge wire. The 24-gauge wire is 0.5 millimeters in thickness and will provide more structure to the piece. But as a downside, it makes twisting the wire harder and can make your fingers hurt faster than the thinner wire, especially if you're working with a lot of small beads. I tend to use 26-gauge wire in most of my designs, but I wanted to try making this one with a thicker one. If you're using loads of different thicknesses of wire, I would love to hear which one is your favorite. Now, let's start by threading all the beads needed on the wire. You'll be working directly from the spool of wire to make sure you don't run out of it in the middle of making the vine. Follow the order of the beads I'm showing on the screen. Once all your beads are on the wire, we can start forming the little offshoots. Leave about 30 centimeters of wire at the beginning and bend the wire there. The shorter piece of wire is going to be part of the stem of the vine. Use the wire that's still attached to the spool to make the little offshoot branches for the piece. Now, bring your first pearl right up to where you just bent it. Twist the wire until it's about 1 centimeter in length. Now, slide the next pearl to the left side, a few millimeters away from the stem. Bend the wire towards the stem and turn the bead around to form some twisted wire beneath it. From now on, twist the wires for about half a centimeter distance before each offshoot. Slide the blush crystal bead near the stem, leaving enough space to twist the wire a few times to encase the bead. Now, to form the first 2-bead branch, measure 1.5 centimeters of wire and bend it there. Slide your first bead down and twist the wire until it reaches the stem. Take the wire to the right side of the branch and slide the other round bead next to the twisted wire you just formed. Leave enough space to encase the bead by forming some twisted wire between it and the stem of the branch. Continue by creating 2 more 2-bead branches with oval pearls and crystal beads on alternating sides of the main stem. Once you've made a branch with the blush crystals, twist the wires a couple of times. Now to complement these beads, you're going to form a branch with 3 small loops, so you can glue some rhinestones to the vine to give it a bit more sparkle. The rhinestones are going to be attached to the branches once you've finished making the vine. Here's a little tip. If your loops are coming out uneven, use something cylindrical to shape them. To make the headpiece wider, you'll need to make branches that are longer. The next set of branches is going to have 3 beads in each. This will start to widen the design and give it a bit more impact. To continue to widen the design even further, make branches that are even longer than the previous ones. The next set of branches will have 4 beads in each. So, once you've made the last branch, finish the vine with a small loop at the end. This loop will help you to attach the headpiece onto a hairdo with some pins. Twist the wire until it's about 2.5 centimeters long. Form a loop, separate the wires, and wrap them around the stem in opposite directions from each other. Trim any excess wire. Make sure there are no sharp edges by pressing the ends down with your pliers. The hair vines I made measured just over 15 centimeters. Of course, you can make yours longer or shorter depending on your preference. Now to finish the hair vine, I'll show you how to attach the rhinestones. I'm using a strong B7000 glue to do it. I like the precise applicator it has. To make picking up the rhinestones easier, you can buy these wax pencils. They're pretty inexpensive, and lots of online shops sell them. If you don't want to buy one, you can also just attach a tiny piece of glue tack to a stick and use it to pick up the stones. Using the needle-like applicator, go around the loops and apply some glue on them. Then place the rhinestones on the loops. Repeat this process with all the branches. Wait at least 10 minutes to let the glue dry a little bit. Turn the branches around and add a second layer of the glue to make sure the rhinestones are properly attached. Then leave the glue to fully dry. It takes about 24 hours to completely cure. After it's cured, reposition the branches with your fingers until you're happy with the overall design. You can wear just one of these on one side of your head, or you can make two of them and wear them on both sides. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.